He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
No, there's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
I like that. Like, there's no hope. Yes, no, there is hope.
Evil shall descend upon us!
Oh my goodness, he's become invisible and returned. No!
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
As I was saying, I remember this. I remember this not working. This place not working properly. Rather distressing. It's like there's no hope. There's hope. There's hope. Bit of a twist. I mean, obviously, in real life, the conversation would have gone on a bit longer in that regard with him, but you can't have every single part of every single conversation otherwise you go, hello, how are you? I'm fine, and you, and so on, and then get onto the weather, and then eventually get onto the fact of, by the way, evil darkspawn horde coming up to kill us all. We might want to head out. You know, that'd be the British way of having this conversation. Right, Sir Maron.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
Do I look like a refugee?
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Indeed. Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Logain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
And he would have given them reliable information, of course. Who's in charge of the Chantry?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Maker watch over you.
Right. Here we go.
Shall be done.
Oh, I didn't know that. That sounds quite useful. I'll still stick with the mouse. Refugee. I could probably ask talk to people.
Please, we came here to get away from the fight.
But I'm not doing anything.
There's word of
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too?
the main horde.
Where is she?
In her office arranging for everyone to leave, I suppose. I don't think she's with anyone right now. I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
Right.
We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon it. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Sir Bryant.
Yes? Who might you be?
I am Gaheris.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
With the fact that there's a bounty on Grey Wardens, we're going to avoid mentioning that we are Grey Wardens, and Morrigan's not anyway. So, yes. Do many of his have many of his knights come here?
Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies. Well, never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Things seem very dire in the village itself.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I'm needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
What have we got? Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Logain is set to declare himself king. Disaster.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Not going to say that. Kaelin had no heir then?
None that we know of. Teyrn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner. And the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
I agree with you there. I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Indeed. Oh, codex. Yes, he fell ill with a mysterious condition that even magic cannot treat. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like it's going to be treated by the power of plot. Go to the refugee.
Where can we go?
Nope.
This is no better than what we left.
And when the Maker spoke,
Because I was thinking that she might have been the mum of the boy.
word to spare, fear and anger.
Let's talk to Sir Donald, shall we?
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Teyrn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the urn of sacred ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I think, because I think if memory, I think memory serves based on other people's Let's Plays. He's honest. He's ill and been surprised, but because we've been asking about news and about the Knights, we already know that. And I quite like the fact there's been that change in dialogue. I was actually hoping to meet Arl Eamon.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Teyrn Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Teyrn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Teyrn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
True. Is there any point in going to Redcliffe?
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note?
We could have brought his body, but...
mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend. I drove off the bandits that killed him. Yeah, I drove off the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Tell me about this urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learnt.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore.
More reading!
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go.
Yeah, Jenna TV.
Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Thank you. Codex, wrong button, the other one, Codex. Right, the sacred ashes of Andraste. Only one person witnessed Maferath's betrayal, Havard the Aegis. A childhood friend of Maferath, he accompanied his chief to the meeting with the Tevinters, not realizing what was planned. When he understood that Maferath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Tevinter soldiers. The Tevinters struck him down, and Maferath left him for dead. Gravely wounded, Havard made his way to the gates of Minrathus to stop the execution. When he reached it, the terrible deed was already done. The armies on the plains long since dispersed. Havard, cursing his weakness, gathered the earthly remains of Andraste that had been left to the wind and rain, and wept. When his fingers touched the pile of ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw before him a vision of Andraste, dressed in cloth made of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, The Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember. The song faded, and the vision with it, and Havard was alone, but his wounds were healed. With the new strength, Havard took up the ashes of Our Lady and bore them back to the lands of the Alamari. From Thedas, Myths and Legends by Brother Genetivi. Kind of appropriate he wrote that then, because he's the one they're talking about. Whoa! A lot of things. Anything? Ooh, look.
I shall do it.
The First Blight, Chapter the First. The First Blight. Thedas is a land of fierce diversity, from the assassin princes of Antiva to the faded griffins of the Anderfels. But, in my travels, I have found one tale that unites the people of this land. It is a story of pride and damnation. And although the telling differs, the essence of the tale remains the same. At the height of its power, the Tevinter Imperium stretched over much of Thedas, uniting the known world under the rule of the tyrannical Magisters. It is said that the old gods whom the Magisters worshipped gave them the knowledge of blood magic, and the Magisters used this forbidden power to cement their rule. The blood of elven slaves and humans alike ran down imperial altars to fuel Magister greed. The tales of their excess is so horrifying that one can only be grateful that blood magic is prohibited today. But all that stands tall must eventually fall. Perhaps they foresaw their ruin, or perhaps their pride knew no bounds. But whatever the reason, the Magisters dared to open a magical portal into the Golden City of the heart of the Fade. They sought to usurp the Maker's throne, long left unattended in the Golden City, after the Maker turned his back on his creations. They would storm heaven itself with their power and become as gods. This is what the Chantry, in its oft-exercised tendency to understate, refers to as the second sin. According to most versions of the tale, the Magisters did indeed reach the Golden City and walked into the home of the Maker, where no living being before them had dared, or been able, to tread. But humanity is not meant to walk in heaven. The Magisters were wicked with pride and other sins, and their presence tainted the Golden City. What once was a perfect, holy citadel became a twisted home of darkness and nightmares. The Magisters were expelled back through their gateway and cursed for their treachery. As the Golden City had been tainted, so were the Magisters twisted and transformed into things of darkness, the very first of the Darkspawn. The Golden City, once a shining beacon at the heart of the Fade, became the Black City, a reminder of all that man's pride has cost. And that's once again by Brother Genetivi, eh? Right, what am I doing again? Oh, that's not how we get quests. That's how we get them, because it's under the journal. Alright, so we can head out from here. But I know...
Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek
I know,
redemption
no, she's round here somewhere.
those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all
You
four
probably know who
corners
I'm
of the
talking about
world,
if you've played this
then it
before.
rises up.
Anyone back here? I'm not going to loot the church. Bookshelf. Right, codex. Oh. I read this one. Ah. Right. Fearing that Mafarath's supporters would defile the ashes, Havard took the ashes of Adraste to a secluded place high in the mountains, and there he carved from the living rock an urn to hold them. Time passed, and the whereabouts of the urn faded from memory. Perhaps it was the Maker's will that only the most worthy should find his beloved's final resting place. Now we have only the legends, such as that of the Chevalier Lothaire, who quested to find the urn to save his dying daughter, and either found it in time to cure her, or returned 100 years after her death. The ballads end less than certain on that point. Well, that's kind of a standard thing, isn't it, into these stories? Sister.
But I must prepare the Chantry's vestments before we flee. There is very little time.
Okay.
Repeat the chant of life.
Only the word
Chanting
dispels the
brother,
darkness upon us.
brother,
And when the Maker spoke,
brother. Refugee, right? Or are you just gonna...
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
Let's talk to the... Reverend Mother, or the revered Mother.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Who are you?
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
Right, we should probably do that. What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
30 pieces of silver, eh? I can offer 5 sovereigns. I probably can. I won't. Very well. 30 silver it is.
Thank you, my son. What can I do for you, then?
Yes, I'll tell it to her in confidence, because I don't think she's going to try and mug us and take us in as a bounty. I'm a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So I've heard, but it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can you provide any help to us at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village in Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now,
right.
If there is nothing else...
I was hoping to receive your blessing.
For a Grey Warden? Yes. You have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over his path, O Maker. Give him light in darkness.
Morrigan disapproves.
So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else...
Perhaps I should go.
May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Oh, I thought Morrigan might have disapproved of that. Oh well. I'm not complaining. Maybe I'll have to go outside, I feel. Oh, is True getting in there? Probably there isn't anything in there.